Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make some things with some Dollar Tree Jenga Blocks. If you don't have access to the Dollar Tree Jenga Blocks, they also sell these at Amazon. They sell them at Five Below. They're a little bit bigger than these, but you can upscale any of these projects to fit the size that you have. So if you want to know how to make them, stick around. I'll show you how. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Okay, for this first one, we're going to use the Jenga blocks that are just all solid colored and some wood glue. And then I've given you this little pattern. And if you line everything up just like I'm doing here, then this will all go together well. You're just leaving a space, an even space between each one of the Jenga blocks on this side. And then on the opposite side, we're going to just put one in the center. And then we're going to alternate as we go along over the top part of these like that. And we're going to start gluing them together. So just go ahead and put a little bit of wood glue on these. And we're going to get our base done with just 2 layers, and then we're going to let it dry real well so we can start putting the rest of it together. That way the blocks won't move as you're doing the next layer up. But just make sure you do get it lined up good. Spend a little bit of time on the base, and then the rest of it will go together real easily. And we're putting 2 solid ones on each end just to start with, joining them together. And then we're just going to go over the spaces on the next ones over, leaving a gap between them. Okay, I'm just going to kind of go fast on this part just so you can kind of see exactly where I'm putting them. I'm putting 2 at the end, joining together. And then I'm going to just put 1 on each one of the pieces on top and bottom just to cover up that opening. So you will have a gap between them. And then you're going to just let this completely dry after you get that last one on. Okay, now that that's dry, we're going to start building it up. And whatever you did on the very bottom row, you're going to do on this row. And then on the next row up, you're going to do what's on the row below this row and match it with the next row up. So you're just alternating rows, just kind of matching them up. And we're going to go up 6 layers on this. And this only took 1 box of Jenga blocks. Just make sure you get your excess glue off and you do get everything lined up well. And if you can't get these tumbling blocks at Dollar Tree, Five Below and Amazon also sell them on a bigger scale. So you could create a bigger wagon if you wanted to by buying those Jenga blocks. You would just have to set it up similar to what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to show you at the end when I put the bottom of this on. You could start with the bottom and build up from that. Okay, now that you got all 6 of your layers done, we're going to go ahead and top off the top, and we're going to put the blocks right next to each other all the way around. And we are going to have to cut some little pieces to go in the center, but that's not going to be hard to do. But you want to join them at this point. You don't want to put gaps between them. And then kind of really pay attention to getting them straight on this part, because this is going to be the most focal part of your little wagon. And some of the blocks are a little bit thicker than the others, so kind of watch that as you're going along. Okay, so the gap between the 2, we're going to have to cut a piece with that. And I'm just using this little mini table saw. I'll give you the link for that in the description below. Just measure your opening, measure your Jenga block, and then you're just going to cut it. This cuts Jenga blocks so easily. This is a great tool to have. Just go ahead and get 2 pieces cut exactly the same size. And then we're just going to go ahead and put it right into that space. Just make sure that you do cut it to where there's no gap. And then go ahead and put your wood glue on it and push that on in there. This just finishes it out nicely. And close the bottom. I'm just going to take a piece of chipboard. I'm just going to trace around the bottom just to see how big I need to make it. And then I'm going to glue my pieces to this chipboard. I'm going to cut my chipboard out a little bit bigger than that opening. And then I'm going to glue 4 of the little Jenga blocks together, and that's what's going to fit into the bottom. And then I'm going to glue 4 more together to put with that, and then I'll start building it up. Now, you could have built the base up first and built your wagon around it, but I wasn't sure exactly at the very beginning of the video how I was going to do the bottom, so it ended up being this way. And then just go ahead and attach the 4 pieces together. And then I'm going to put my wagon over the top of it to see how much more I need. And if you follow the pattern that I gave you, 4 across is exactly how many it takes to fit into the bottom of this. And then you're just going to have to trim another little piece short just to go onto the side. I'm just going to go ahead and glue these on there, and I'm doing these sideways. And then I'm going to attach this back to the chipboard, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this into the bottom. Now, I did have to tap it in with a little hammer, but it will go. So you don't see the cardboard on the outside. I'm just going to fold it back a little bit and trim it out. But I am going to leave enough to glue down to the wood. Just the pieces that are got the gaps in the bottom, you would see the cardboard through those, so just go ahead and trim those out a little bit. And then go ahead and glue the rest of the cardboard down to the wood. I'm going to take some 1.5-inch round discs. I'm going to line them up to make sure that they are straight. And I'm going to draw a line through the center of them, and that's where I'm going to attach them to my wagon, because you want to make sure that all of your wheels are exactly in the same location so that your wagon's level. And then just go ahead and put some wood glue on there and some hot glue on there just to hold it until the wood glue dries, and just put it onto your wagon at that line. And that way all of your wheels will be straight. You don't want a wobbling wagon. And then do the same thing for the opposite side. For the wagon handle, I'm going to take 2 Jenga blocks and I'm going to glue them together. Then I'm going to take another Jenga block and I'm going to use E6000 glue and hot glue, and I'm going to glue it halfway over the edge of the front. Then the other 2 Jenga blocks that I just glued together, I'm going to glue a T-handle to the top of these. And just let that dry real well. And then go ahead and put some wood glue on the bottom and then attach it to the Jenga block that you attached to the bottom of the wagon with some hot glue. And then let that dry. And then to paint it, I'm going to use some chalk paint, and I'm going to mix some water with it to kind of thin it down a little bit. And I'm going to use a sponge brush to paint this entire thing. And then you're going to take a regular paintbrush to get into all the little crevices. Now that I got it all painted, I'm just going to add a little bit of greenery to it. And I just got this greenery on Amazon. Okay, this one was pretty simple, went together pretty easy. I really love the way this one turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments. This next one, I'm going to make an Our House dupe. This is a $99 dimensional tic-tac-toe board, and I'm going to make mine for a lot less. Okay, for this one, you're just going to take 3 Jenga blocks and you're going to glue them together, and you're going to make 9 sets of these. And then we're going to start gluing them together, and we are going to turn them. So one way will go horizontal and one way will go vertically. And then we're going to just start gluing them together. And take your time on this. Try to make sure that you do get these pretty straight, because it'll show if you don't. And then just go ahead and start joining them together right here. And then we're going to add another one at the end of this one. And then we're going to start going down some rows. You're going to make a total of 9 of these. Now, don't worry so much if it sticks to the paper, because we are going to put something on the bottom to cover all that up. Because mine did stick to the paper a little bit. So I'm going to take 2 Jenga blocks. I'm going to make an X over the top and mark it on both sides. And then go ahead and mark all your other ones exactly the same. We're going to make 5 X's. And then I'm just using this little mini table saw just to cut these with. And then go ahead and sand them real good, because you want them to go flush right up against that other Jenga block. So make sure that you do sand these. Next, go ahead and start gluing your next row on there. And then we're going to let these dry between rows. And then just make sure that you are putting opposites. You want vertical, then horizontal and vertical. And then in the next row, you want it the opposite. So just kind of make sure that your patterns match. And then we're going to let that dry real good. And we're going to go ahead and do our next row. And then we'll put it on here in a minute when that one's dry. Okay, next I'm going to start building my X's. And I'm just going to take the 2 pieces of wood that I cut. And I'm going to put one on each side with some wood glue. Just kind of get it lined up right in the center. And then I'm doing 5 of these. If that's dry, I'm going to go ahead and attach my last piece on this. And then just push it together and let it dry real well. Okay, next to divide this up a little bit, I'm just going to take some bamboo skewers and I'm just going to cut it across. I'm going to go 2 long ones across and then I'm going to cut a bunch of short ones to go the rest of the way. I'm just dividing this into 9 sections. And then just go ahead and use wood glue to glue them on. And you don't have to use a lot of wood glue, just a little bit goes a long way. You don't want it oozing out from underneath. And I'm just using some miter shears to cut these. And then cut the ones for the sides. And then in the center, you're going to need to cut 2 more as well. And you want to sand them a little bit too, so that you make sure that they are smooth. And then just keep going until you have all your sections divided. For the sides, I'm going to take 3 Jenga blocks and glue them together, and I'm going to make 4 sets of these. And then we are going to have to cut a small piece because when they overlap, you are going to have a gap, but I'll show you how to do that here in a second. Okay, and I'm just going to glue one of the 3s on top and the bottom, and then the other ones are going to be short a little bit, and you're going to alternate. So one will start at the top and one will start at the bottom on the side. And just go ahead and put your wood glue on them, and you're going to stand them up so that they have a ledge. And then the same thing on the bottom one. Okay, and then for the sides, we're going to stagger those. So one of them is going to start at the top and one's going to start at the bottom. And then we're going to put our little wood piece in here too. And you are going to want to probably clamp these 2 sides once you get done so that it does pull it all in together. Okay, now if that's dry, I'm just going to go ahead and take another Jenga block and mark it on each side. And I'm just going to cut these 2 pieces short and glue them on. Just kind of make sure that they do get lined up real well. And then do the other corner as well. To paint it, I'm just going to take some black chalk paint and I'm going to start with a sponge brush, but then I figured out after I started painting with it, it was a little bit easier to use those sponges like the big sponge I use. It just went a little bit faster. And so I just switched to that, and then I'm coming back in with a smaller paintbrush just to get into each one of the little crevices that I missed. To finish out the back, I'm just going to go ahead and take a measurement on this. And then I'm going to take a piece of black felt and I'm going to glue it to the bottom of it. I'm going to actually put this as a decorative piece in my house, and so I did want to finish it out so it wouldn't scratch my furniture. Okay, for the round balls, I'm just using one of the little doll heads. It's like a wooden ball with a flat bottom on it. I'll give you the link for those. But I think that this one really turned out pretty. It really does look pretty in person, and I am going to use this as a decorative piece in my house. Let me know what you think. This one, I'm going to use the multicolored Jenga blocks that they have at Dollar Tree right now. And I'm going to take 6 pieces of wood and glue these together. And I'm going to take 6 for the bottom as well. I'm making a flag. This one went together real quick and easy. And you're just going to glue all 6 across, and you're going to glue another 6 across, and we're going to attach these 2 here in a minute. And this is going to be the part where the stars go. Go ahead and glue those 2 sections together and let those dry real good. For the stripes, we're just going to alternate between the 2 colors. Now, I'm going to go through this pretty quick. I'm just going to let you see how I'm putting this together, but I am going to fast forward this through because you don't need to sit there and watch me glue, but you'll be able to see at the end how it turns out. But just make sure on the brown ones that you do get your glue off of there because you don't want it to dry with the yellow color on there. And once you get your bottom row on, this last one, we're going to go ahead and glue it to the part where the stars are going to go. And this was an easy one because you didn't have to cut any of the pieces. Everything went together just perfectly. And then go ahead and start with your brown row across and then keep going until you get your flag like you want it. And next I got these little stars at Michael's. They're about 1/2 inch, and I'm going to paint those with Waverly Antique Wax Paint. And I'm painting 9 of them. Since these are small, I'm just going to put a dollop of the E6000 glue right on my workspace, and I'm just going to kind of dip them into it. And then I'm going to line them up, and I'll show you how I'm going to line them up. I'm going to kind of go quickly through this. And I'm starting in the center where the 2 connect, and then I'm just going to keep going until I get them all glued on. Okay, I think this one turned out really cute. This would be cute in a wreath if you're doing like a neutral theme for the 4th of July. Definitely a good one. Okay, and if you don't have access to the Jenga blocks, they sell a larger version of that at Five Below, and they also have them on Amazon. You could just make a bigger project. So if you like these videos, be sure and give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video upload. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it.